Salutations, my Fallout lovers. It is Matty here today, bringing you another Fallout 4 video. I stuttered on my intro. Anyways, before anything, be sure to check out the link in the description to my previous video. That is yet another Fallout 4 news update proving that the Bethesda tease is real. Anyways, moving on, I was thinking to myself, a lot of people are saying that the Great War announcement date for Fallout 4 will be perfect because of the lore, and that's about it. And while that's an awesome point, and that's what we were all thinking, I thought to myself a little bit after reading an article from GamingBolt.com that there should be a little bit more of a reason why this game should be announced on that day. So there will be a link in the description to that article if you want to go ahead and read it, because it's pretty cool, because this guy gets a lot of his traffic on his website from Fallout 4 information. He's legitimate, don't worry. And I just think it's pretty cool that he kind of said some of these things and brought some light to the situation. So anyways, moving onwards, let's say the first thing first is that nobody can really demand for a video game, but I think this time we can honestly make a very special case and say that the fan base has deserved and can demand some form of information, at least. Anyways, let's go through a number of bullet points, some of them coming from the article I linked to you, some of them my own. So anyways, let's do this. Number one. It's been 6 years since Fallout 3, and saying that makes me feel old, man. I remember picking up Fallout 3 in 2010 when I got my Xbox 360. I got a little bit late, but the fact that it's about to be 6 years on October 28th is just really depressing, because that was the last Fallout game from Bethesda Game Studios. 6 years ago. Oh, Matty, they were making Skyrim, one of the greatest open world games to ever exist. Okay, well then, let's say we're sitting there on the Great War date, no announcement whatsoever. About a little bit more than 2 weeks from then, to be exact, I believe it's 18 days, would be Skyrim's 3rd year, 3 anniversary. That's a little bit long to not have a game announced by then. Yeah, there's been a year of DLC, but once again, they've been saying for a while that pre-production was done, like, I think 6 months after Skyrim was completely released. So, to be honest, like, 2.5 if you really want to be completely honest with yourself, but 3 years to be exact since Skyrim's release, and still no word of a new game. There's only one other company that I could think of that does that kind of thing, and that's Rockstar. And I don't get it at all. Maybe I'm missing something, but it just doesn't seem logical to not announce your game after 3 years at that point. But that's if it isn't announced. Let's move past the hypothetical stuff and get to the actual legitimate information. Such as the reason that the Fallout IP is alive and well is because of only one thing, and that is us, the community. Bethesda has done absolutely nothing to keep this IP alive and keep the community excited about it whatsoever, and that's just sad. The only reason this IP is alive is because of, first of all, channels like mine. I can't count the amount of people I personally have gotten to go back and play Fallout 3 in New Vegas and re-spark that love for the Fallout series, but I'm not going to take all the credit. There's plenty of other websites that write on this type of Fallout 4 information that is legitimate, such as Gaming Bolt. Then you got Lone Vault Wanderer, you got Outcast Breach, Gopher, these people who do kind of Fallout videos and keep the hype alive. Then you got the mod makers who make the great big lands that we explore and gameplay augmentations that make the game a lot better. So overall, if it weren't for the community, Fallout wouldn't be really a thing nowadays, and I owe it to you guys, but Bethesda owes it to us as well. The only thing they really do with the Fallout IP, and once again, this shouldn't be an arguing point for anyone, it should be completely true, and if you deny it, I have to say you're a bit delusional, is the only thing I see Bethesda doing with the Fallout IP is Vault Buy of the Month t-shirt, oh, here's a little hoodie sale, have fun, buy our shit because you want our game. That's all I'm seeing from it. And business is business. It makes sense. I totally understand that. Like I said, it makes complete sense why you're doing it, but you know exactly what you look like, and it's a bunch of assholes. Anyways, just the fan base is starting to feel online. I mean, you know, when all we're good for is sales, and we're constantly seeing Elder Scrolls, whether it's Skyrim or it's Elder Scrolls Online, Elder Scrolls Online expansions, Elder Scrolls this, that, you know, it's just kind of like, okay, so you're gonna brush us to the side and just fling us a few sales. I don't know, I'm not trying to be a sensitive bitch or anything like that, but it's just the God's honest truth. And my final point is that right now, once the Great War passes, it'll be almost a year since Survivor 2299. And then when it hits December, that'll be about a year since we've gotten jack shit. And to be honest with you, getting a year of absolutely no concrete information, it's grown dry. It's time. That's all there is. It is simply time. Now is the time. Not, oh, the hype train's rolling, Bethesda, hop on the hype train. No, this is what I'm trying to say, is that the only reason this IP has attention is because of the fans, and you kind of owe it to your fans a little bit, but also it's just time. It's been long enough. It's about to be 3 years since Skyrim, 2.5 if you want to get really technical with it, and it's time to announce your new game. Like it said in the Gaming Bolts article, we really just need an announcement, a picture or so, and there'll be enough hype around the game for a while where if you were working, if you went against your word and didn't really dribble it out, or you actually did dribble it out, I apologize, then that wouldn't be a really big deal just because we know the game exists. Like I always say, I always go back to this point. The same thing applies for Final Fantasy 15, Kingdom Hearts 3, Star Wars Battlefront. These games are so highly anticipated, almost as much as Fallout 4, I kid you not, that just knowing that those games exist have put those fan bases at ease. So, like I'm trying to say, it's time, Bethesda. And I want to know what your guys' reasons are for this game to be announced on the Great War Date, other than the fact that it would be unique to the lore, and it would be just a really exciting thing for Fallout fans specifically. So yeah, I just want to go ahead and make this video, bring up some other points as to why this would be a very special time for fans to have this game announced. It would really just make us feel a lot more appreciated and all that good stuff. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you're not too mad at me for clamoring for an announcement, but gotta do what I gotta do, right? Anyways, other than that, be sure to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, stay sexy, stay active, I love you all, peace.